there's a lot of evidence, right, that young people, and now it's, it's across all ages, but especially young people get their news from social media. And of course it matters how it's presented on social media and what you're seeing on social media, because you'll take that into your, daily lives and your civic life, political life. So it has become a major source of news and information for young people. And what I'll say is that, because there are a lot of studies out there that specifically look at how prevalent the actual consumption of news is on social media feeds and timelines and things like that. But so much news is now interwoven in, entertainment pieces and more like human-centric stories as well, that even if you aren't consuming quote unquote like a typical news piece, there could still be elements of, news and political information within the information that you're consuming. There definitely have been studies to show that political participation that social media has encouraged political participation online. Whether it necessarily turns into voter turnout, that has been debated. There are instances showing where, yes, like it has increased voter mobilization, people are going out to vote, but also at the same time, it is shown that a lot of people are still confined to the realm of the digital spaces in terms of their political participation. So something, that has a lot of literature about this is digital activism, right? So trying to, promote or bring awareness to a certain social movement on social media. There's, the clicktivism, where people simply like a post about, a social justice movement. Someone could share it, someone could comment on it, maybe post it to their own story, for example, if it's like on an Instagram. But sometimes that doesn't exceed the digital realm into offline spaces. Although there are other cases where, because of the organizational efforts that are enabled on social media and online spaces, that has actually led to offline mobilization and offline protest. So again, it's kind of this two-sided, where it does have the capability for fruitful effects offline, and it also has the capability to just recirculate political participation within a digital realm without necessarily transforming over into the offline realm. I think, not just reading and believing necessarily. It's kind of like when we talk about digital literacy, some of the tools that you can use, for example, looking at the source of the article, who actually created it, looking at the authors, how they produced other work. Also, even just simple things like looking at the date. This is, particularly important for, recently, like circulation of images that actually, for example, are from years ago, but they're being presented as images from now. So sometimes even just looking at the date of articles can also be helpful to curb the spread of, in this case, what would be misinformation. And also, of course, it's always helpful to find multiple sources on one topic. So, even, incredible journalistic outlets, they're going to cover stories a bit differently, right? So even just reading other stories, you'll learn new information, or you'll see information that perhaps is contradicting one another, and you might want to look into that further. But yeah, there's definitely like little steps that people can do to feel more empowered. And I know it sounds, silly just looking at, what is the website and, when was this actually made? But this can be a reason for the spread of misinformation online, even just little simple things like that.